Katwa Kigen expressed his desire to withdraw from the process.
We have a problem of accountability and integrity in Kenya. Why would the president's known advocate for over 20 years apply to serve in an IEBC to oversight an election where he, the president, will be a candidate? Is the candidate stupid, or he thinks all Kenyans are stupid? That's a post by former Law Society President Nelson Havi, and it set Kenya ablaze. Nelson Havi's tweet called out Katwa Kigen, a lawyer tied to President William Ruto for over 2 decades, for applying to be an IEBC commissioner. The IEBC runs Kenya's elections, and Ruto could be a candidate in future polls. So why did Kigen think he could take this role? Kenya's elections are no stranger to drama. The 2007 violence left over 1,000 dead. 2017's election was annulled. 2022 had disputes over tech failures. The IEBC is supposed to ensure fairness, but its credibility often takes a hit. Commissioners must be impartial. Any hint of bias is a problem. Katwa Kigen isn't just any lawyer. He defended Ruto at the International Criminal Court over the 2007 post-election violence. Their professional bond goes back over 20 years. In early 2025, Kigen applied to join the IEBC, the body that oversees voter registration, ballot counting, and election disputes.
Lina umuhimu mkubwa sana, na sisi hatutakaa kitako tu na kungojea uamuzi wa pande moja kutoa a list ya
number of those who made the list have questionable credentials, and some of them have partisan interests and are either members of the UDA party and the ODM party, or managing somebody within UDA.
Tumefikia Bwana Raila na Bwana Ruto wakutane kwenye ikulu wakiwa watu wa broad based, wasemezane peke yao. Hiyo itakuwa kinyume na yale maafikiano yalikuwa kule Bomas ya NADCO.
Kipindi hiki, safari hii, we are not leaving anything to chance.
Havi's tweet wasn't alone. Kenyans have continued to demand answers. How could someone so close to the president oversee a fair election? Many saw it as a conflict of interest that could undermine trust in the IEBC. They wondered, did Kigen misjudge, or did he think no one would care? Let's look at Kigen's possible reasoning. He's a seasoned lawyer. Maybe he felt qualified. The IEBC needs legal expertise, and he's got plenty. But qualifications aren't enough. In Kenya, where electoral trust is fragile, appearances matter. Kigen's ties to Ruto made his neutrality questionable. On April 10th, 2025, Kigen pulled out. Hours before his IEBC interview, he withdrew his application, saying he didn't want to hurt public confidence. It was a fast backtrack, but the questions lingered. Why apply at all if the conflict was so clear?
One candidate scheduled for today, we interviewed on Monday. That was Joy Mdivo. And one other candidate, Council Katwa Kigen, expressed his desire to withdraw from the process. And so we had to use his face with one of the candidates.
This saga points to a deeper issue: accountability in Kenya. The IEBC's past is rocky. Think 2017's server controversies or 2022's result disputes. When someone like Kigen, with clear political ties, steps into the spotlight, it fuels skepticism about who controls the system. Organizations like Transparency International Kenya have long called for independent IEBC officials. Kenya's constitution demands high integrity in public roles, but gaps in enforcement let controversies like this happen. Kigen's case is a wake-up call.
Whether he will be partisan or not, the perception already out there will be that the UDA wing of the government, of the coalition now, will be out to rig the election. Then the trust and credibility that people would expect in the commission will not be there. So they have to see how to navigate. It would have been more prudent for the president to quietly reach out to some of those people and advise them not to apply. Kenyans were expecting somebody like former Speaker Marende to apply, but he chickened out the last year. He expressed a lot of fears, especially after the death of Chebukati. There was also a suggestion about Maraga, but I think Maraga at some point abandoned it and decided to run for president.
So, was Kigen foolish, or did he underestimate Kenyans, as Havi questioned? Probably the latter. He likely didn't expect such a loud backlash. His withdrawal shows Kenyans are paying close attention, and they won't stay silent when trust is at stake. Kenya's democracy isn't perfect, but moments like these, when citizens speak up, keep it alive. The next IEBC commissioners will face tough scrutiny, and that's how it should be. Trust is earned, not assumed. What do you think? Did Kigen misstep, or was there another motive? Drop your thoughts. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.